The starry night looks perfect for everything, include the glorious building where seem to show off the luxury banquet, the perfect lighting in the room, various tempting food that are almost nowhere to be seen after the wars, immediately become the talk of the guests. Two guys are standing, one of them started to grumble of how exaggerate is the view right in front of them. The long banquet that try to show off the luxury in the middle of the crisis where all people are short on supplies. The other one can't agree more but have to dismiss his thought, remembering that this is the marriage between the governor and the biggest financial group in Sishin. The Great Yuan Financial Group. The point of amazement is this is the very first marriage between humanity and the monster, considered as the symbol of peace. The guy starts pick what he desired to eat. Meanwhile, his partner can't bring out his appetite. Remember how the poverty has rampant. Right behind them, a boy with his shabby clothes and eyes of hunger is walking while holding the desire to eat what he smells along the table. Now the boy can't hold his hunger no more. He finally decided to be brave, ask for a piece of blueberry cake. But not for him. It's for his sister's birthday. The waitress scowling with anger. They try to assure the boy to leave before. No, it's too late, as a big shadow comes and covers almost the whole table. The waitress gasps in fear. Meanwhile, the boy hasn't noticed anything weird until he look up and see the giant figure with only one shining red eyes and the mighty claws. It is the great monster. His mouth is watering with his evil smile. Quickly, he tries to make sure that no more blueberry cakes left for him, but he can't wait the answer. He finally picked up the boy to be his appetizer. The boy tried to scream and crying. Too late. The great monster is not a piece of cake to be break by a little human like him. Slurp. The monster finished the taste of his human appetizer. A rock that's thrown to his temple suddenly awakes him. Everyone become in tension while looking at a little girl who did it, who turns out is the little sister the boy told about. The birthday girl asks for his brother back. The great monster is looking towards the girl in greedy. He is walking closer to her, and the guests scattered, not trying to implicate. His big lips are almost as the size of that girl, the blood still wet enough on the side of his mouth, and teasingly he tells how tasty was the boy. The little girl is shaking in fear. Her tears run over her face, and she can't even move a bit. She knows this is the real danger. Meanwhile, in the secret hall, that's President Jin of Jinchi Financial Group, expressing his gratitude for the rebuilding in the city after the Great War. He knows exactly how to take a space in the governor's eyes until the position president in Sishin Reserve Bank is finally offered to him. The governor sits straight on his throne, with that beautiful lady in white with the veil on her head, a sign that she's the bride of the ceremony. Her eyes match her hair and everything. The governor, indeed, has a taste despite that he's a monster with those shiny fangs. Everyone starts discussing in their lowest voice the fact that Yuan Jia, the daughter of the president, is willing to be married off to the governor is a green light for the unlimited luck for the group. They still can't deny that the bride looks contrast to the groom, who is the leader of the nation but a monster. The bride's sudden claps awaking everyone. Her cunning smile with sly eyes compliment her confidence while walking down the stairs. The honored guest, startled knowing that Yuan Jia is commanding the Special Hunters unit to block off all exits. The rebel army's leader is hiding among guests, she said, and he is the target of the hunters now. The anxiety is showing clearly among the guests. Skeptical, they think Yuan Jia has made them the bait for the rebels' army. It's too dangerous to stay in close radius with the rebels. The hunters, with their sharp appearance, explicit look with their uniform, and the sword is sheathed neatly on the side of the waist, are giving their words to guarantee the safety of the guests today, supporting the ideas of the governor's bride. Something out of nowhere is breaking the air, move fast like a lightning, while splashing something fresh all over the guests, no other than blood. Now the guy in his red blazers stand right in across Yuan Jia, no fear detected on his face. Proudly showing the great monster's head that he has just cut off from the banquet hall, he tries to brag about that as a present for the wedding. Honored guests are streaked, but cannot hide the wonder realizing the young guy has just killed the big figure that has just ate alive an innocent kid. He's indeed a crazy stupid. Yuan Jia not even shake. Her steps keep on steady, and one by one step she come closer in distance and confirmed that he's face to face with Zuo Chai, the rank wanted criminal. Now she needs to take care of him and also the rebel army, unplanned. Her sharp eyes noticing that Zuo Chai will be the perfect gift for the groom. Her blood is running cold along the veins, while telling bluntly about hunters that she was just sent to the martial arts center as bait to draw him out. She is expecting the people in Martial Arts Center been massacred by now. Zuo Chai looks relaxed and bothered by nothing at all, even though Yuan has tried to tempt him. His impolite smile tried to tease Yuan Jia that his people in the Martial Arts Center would have died if they're indeed trash. Now Yuan Jia's patience has shifted a bit, nothing she could do to hold a bit longer. With one command, the hunters are moving quickly, try to catch Zuo Chai. Their sharp swords are sparkling, try to catch Zuo Chai's body. Zuo Chai is in his sawbuck, his sharp fingers are ready, and just in split seconds, all the hunters are finished by him, bare hands, no swords. Yuan Jia is standing paralyzed, not believing what she just witnessed. Shivers down her spine. She's not moving at all and face down in shame until the rank criminal walked past her. I decided that he doesn't kill women. She tried to build her pride again, tried to threatening Zuo Chai that he'll regret for not killing her. Zuo is at his limit, a powerful fist towards the bride, sent her body breaking the wall easily. No regret, he continued to seek for the groom. That groom jumped and landed right in front of Zuo Chai, noticing the chaos that he has done to the special wedding. Somehow the governor is also in awe of the power of that ordinary human for the mess he has created bare hands. Zuo Chai is standing in his confident, he has gained more of it after finished all of the hunters. Now he's gathering all his power, throwing his fist towards his enemy to show the greatness of his martial arts. Governor's slight laugh and insult that the fist was not the best martial art, unlike the story told by his comrades about a world where martial arts reign supreme. He's holding back Zuo Chai's fist easily with his beast hand and still confidently holding it back. Zuo Chai slightly smiled, clearly a signal that he's planning something. It's the time for him to transform into his other creature. Golden Belt 18th layer. His fist turns stronger and flaming like fire, pushes the monster's hand a bit. Iron Shift 12th layer. Sharp curved swords are popping out on his arms, with big muscles and thick veins, also the iron skin all over his body. His fingers show off sharp iron nails ready to fight. Zuo Chai stands in his confidence. The bold feeling has piling up. He's relaxed and ready to take his enemy down. He runs forward. His iron hands easily grab the governor. With unbelievable great power, he pushes the beast to the wall, cracking it. In his loss, Governor's wondering what is this creature that pushed him to the wall. Zuo Chai smiles satisfyingly, disparaging the carnivore monster that he has just taken down and presenting himself as a mortal creature. He has successfully using the 5 Ti towards Yuan technique, condensed the great drug, surpassing the limits of the human race, and now become a true immortal. Going back to the frightening nights years ago in Martial World, where humanity had to jump into the battle with the otherworldly monsters, no one could really tell what kind of monsters will be sent into the war. The humans were still fight in their persistence despite of the promiscuous condition in the war, where many has lost their lives. Right when they think that the chaos is complete, everyone's eyes are directed to the batch of the demonic beasts with strong muscles and the power that has never existed in human. The numbers of the monsters are uncontrollably surrounding the humanity, adding the tension. Clearly, humans know they've been surrounded. Even after knew that there is probably no way out, their swords are still slashing the monsters one by one. His white hair looks contrast with the blood on his face. The leader of the 5 Mountain Sword Alliance is still nimbly fighting back the monsters. The cough from his mouth is actually enough to tell that he's quite overwhelmed in this battle, but the fire in his eyes still firing. It's never his plan to die together with the demonic cult leader, so his option is to keep fighting. The bright light from her move is ripping the dark night apart. With the pretty but strong smile, the cult leader is teasing the leader of Sword Alliance. Tell him to let her suck his internal energy so she can kill more demonic beasts. This lady is offering something while moving her incredible whip, trying to pull back the monsters. Not so fast. A really big figure of demonic beast, 100 times bigger than her, is laughing at the presence of her and the Sword Alliance leader. This beast is interested in seeing 2 humans in front of him with their weapons. Not an easy rival, the Sword Alliance leader is feeling a bit hesitant if he and this cult leader can kill the giant beast. After worked a bit too hard killed the other beasts. He doubt their capability now with the condition after long war. His giant hand is swinging on the air, about to grab those tasty leaders to eat them alive. But as fast as lightning, a powerful punch is landed right onto the beast, uprooting the beast. No other. The Sword Alliance leader easily recognizing the owner of Sky-Splitting Palm, Zuo Chai. This guy has got stronger again and has just saved the 2 leaders. The cult leaders stand in awe, cannot hide her interest towards Zuo Chai. teasing him to dual cultivate with her to have the strongest kid in martial art history. That lady fixed her appearance and her pose, but not enough to make Zuo Chai interested in her. The Sword Alliance leader is still on fire. Now with Zuo Chai on their side, it will be enough booster to get away from the demonic beasts. That's of course not the same idea in Zuo Chai's mind. He has a target in this battle. Taking down Heavenly Sword Sect Qin Yuan, the sword leader knows for sure Zuo Chai's target. He is just wondering if Zuo is serious about killing the world's #1 expert while they are in the chaos of other monsters. Zuo can't help his urge to find his target and walk away, leaving the old man and the lady who are staring at him from distance. There's Zuo Chai's jumping, breaking the chaos, crashing monsters after monsters, try to get his target. Everyone's in the battle. One by one humanity has been taken down. Among the war, a guy in white cloak is staring to another life taken by a demonic beast. The victim was brutally stabbed with that sharp and giant tentacle comes from a beast that easily breaking his chest and pulling his up to the air. Qin Yuan, the betrayer, is standing there, questioned by the dying man about his betrayal. His eyes are cold, with no compassion or guilt, watching humans destroyed by the evil power army. He seems empty, no excitement nor sadness, even surrounded by slaughter. Someone quickly catches attention. Zuo Chai has landed with his powerful fist onto the ground, breaking the emptiness of Qin Yuan. Qin Yuan knows this is the right time for him to finally fight, and he is the only match opponent. Now that he has moved the two-faced monster who is there always to protect him, he can finally face Zuo Chai. Now the two incredible fighters are face to face in the dusty battlefield, where the smell of fresh blood is still attached well to the air. It's always a question for Zuo Chai of why Qin Yuan betrayed humanity and be one with the demonic beasts. This is the time that turns out Qin Yuan is doing that for the peak of martial Dao. There's something that Qin Yuan finally revealed about his transformation ceremony. After trying to reach the peak of martial Dao to be immortal, he learned a lot that the comrades who are die on this war has never cared a bit about him. The goal of them is use the martial art for money, power, and honor. He seems know a lot about the potential in Zuo Chai, making him offer Zuo Chai to join him. Qin Yuan, who has been trying all things, including the betrayal to reach the martial Dao, finally opened his mind that the immortality has never existed, but he has a choice to cultivate and transform into the demonic beasts. And in this case, Zuo Chai is the right person to join him in the transformation. That man with powerful palms has higher potential than Qin Yuan. He can't deny it. There were too many lives taken in this battle. The sacrificing in this battles is no joke. The price has been paid, and the ceremony is just to be activated at the very moment when these two fighters are facing each other. Qin Yuan has affirmed himself. Zuo Chai is qualified for this transformation with him. Even it means that Zuo Chai will be having half of the energy upon transforming. Even they have different background, where Qin Yuan is born from the Heavenly Sword Sect that will only have one successor in each of their generation, while Zuo is coming from an underworld gang. Zuo is often called as beggar, but he then obtained martial arts. Even the two-faced monsters is assuring Zuo to take Qin's offer to join him transforming, but Zuo has came to his decision. He will not be a betrayal and transforming as demonic beast. Now he will need to fight Qin Yuan before he can even transform. Zuo is flaring in his body. There's no time for him. Now it's time to fight Qin Yuan, who is ready with his mighty sword, flaming in light. It's Heavenly Sword. Qin Yuan doesn't waste any time. He's showing the Thousand Shadows of the Heavenly Sword right when Zuo is striking. It seems that the Thousand Shadows Heavenly Sword is not entertaining Zuo enough. Now that Qin has failed his first attempt, Zuo is ready with his sky-splitting palm. With his power, the fist is breaking the Thousand Shadows of the sword, leaving Qin Yuan in his impression of Zuo Chai's winning strike before the realm of the darkness is activated and the transformation finally started. It was too late for Zuo Chai to fight Qin Yuan, at least to stop the transformation. The gate to the realm has been opened. The ceremony is activated. The monsters clamorously welcome the opening of the gate to the realm of darkness to transform Qin Yuan as immortal. The gate is really sucking up energies from the lives that has been down on the battle. Their thunderous voice is unified hailed the transformation. Qin Yuan is transforming, the muscles shown really clear, but now added with two black giant wings and strong claws on his hands and foot, just like wolf but stronger. He has become one of the demonic beasts right in front of Zuo Chai's eyes. Not just transforming to demonic beast, Qin Yuan has surpassed the Legion level and reached the General level. He is stronger than ever and immortal. Qin Yuan is still trying to assure Zuo to transform with him. Zuo is the right person to be with him and conquer countless worlds beyond the heavens. Just looking at Qin's new appearance, Zuo is firmly not interested still. He scoffed Qin's new appearance to reject the offer. Qin is finally feeling insulted that one touch of his hand with sharp claws pulled back Zuo Chai even stronger than Zuo could ever imagine. Qin is definitely changed. Even that Zuo said that it was a sneak attack, well, Qin was doing it from the front, but just really sudden. Zuo Chai is witnessing the Heavenly Sword Sect generation entering the gate to another realm, leaving him on the ground wounded and not having enough power to stand on his feet. Qin and his giant black wings finally disappear, entering the other world, while Zuo is left with his grudge, swearing that he will kill Qin wherever the world is. Zuo is unconscious. Just when he thinks that he is dead, a loud voice is waking him up. The voices of people demonstrating someone called as traitor and their claim to get back the Western Mountain. The same sentences was shouted out loud many times until it finally brings Zuo back to his consciousness. But he's in a room he never seen before, in a suit he never worn before, none like the year he was in like a minute ago on his battle with Qin Yuan. His eyes can see clearly the corpses on the floor, scattered. Zuo is still sitting weak, trying to gather his mind to process the condition. He's still not aware that he has reborn into another era, of course years ahead after his last battle with Qin Yuan. The whole body is in pain, but that's not the only point from what Zuo Chai is seeing. The body he is in is completely different. It's someone else's body, with no muscles, and he seems not trained like he used to be. He can tell that the bones are broken, and he's not even able to move. He's not the only survivor in the building. A man is calling from distance, but the name he calls out is still Zuo Chai. This guy is coming with worries completely seen on his face. The glasses and the neat suits can really identify him as an intelligent. He's the partner of Zuo Chai, one of the students of Western Mountain University. Nothing is more relief for him than seeing Zuo Chai there still breathing, but the view of Imprisonment dead on the floor, it's quite shocking. He quickly understood that instead of kidnap Imprisonment, Zuo Chai had killed the traitor. But now either kidnapping or killing him doesn't matter anymore. He needs to bring Zuo Chai right away to the hospital. With Imprisonment's death, the peace agreement will be temporarily suspended. It's a good thing. Not really fast, someone is coming and caught them red-handed. The men from the Special Intelligence Department is finally seeing all the chaos in that one room, including the body of Imprisonment. His temper rises fast, knowing that these students who are young enough are now escalating to kill people, and one of the important minister in the peace agreement has fallen on their hand. For him who works with the government, the peak of having the peace agreement is a hard achievement and a hard-won decision. But this point of view is completely different with the students of the Western Mountain University. They have been starting protest, riot, and done everything they can to stand on humanity and not letting another stupid agreement let the monsters kill more humans. With so many destruction and chaos, it's not what everybody from the government expect, not even this man from Special Intelligence Department. For him, killing Imprisonment is just to stop the peace agreement and trigger more wars. His hands quickly grabbing the neck of the student as Zuo Chai falling from the hand of his partner. Just a soft reminder that they have made much chaos. The special intelligence person released that one student. He knows it's not the right way to let a precious college student die in that room. In a very wide prison, more university students are arrested. Everybody who were involving the chaos, the total of 196 students are caught and now in the prison. The men from the Special Intelligence Department is with the C-rank hunter, seeing the students from the balcony above, but still can't decide what to do with these prisoners. Moreover, they are the precious students of the Western Mountain University, where many important people and politicians are the alumnus. Both of them tried to not making any big and wrong step to avoid the issues boiling up and affecting the sign of peace agreement. That's not what they want after the long negotiation. However, the C-rank hunter is warned about Zuo Chai, a student from that top university who is famous with his martial arts ability and of course could be dangerous. Even if he heard that Imprisonment died on Zuo's hands, the C-rank hunter is not startled. For him, martial artists are just group that has been eliminated by the times, nothing to worry about. Thank you, friends, for joining us on this exciting adventure in the world of Manhwa in today's Manhwa Maze. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on every exciting episode.